What's good on ya, YouTube? Well, so your boy King Cobra just got done mopping the kitchen floor. It definitely needed it. And after I used the towel to dry it, I put the towel in the wash because it needed to be washed. Yeah. I walk into the kitchen now and it looks 1,000 times brighter. So tomorrow, next couple of days anyway, just kind of spending it, getting it all cleaned up, making it look nice. Also, next week, I should have enough money for an iPhone 7. That's what's up. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the fanciest or newest for it to work. iPhone 7 run me about $400 some odd base price. So, yeah. Next week, though, when I get my YouTube money on the 21st, hopefully we'll have it. And then I can get back to doing cooking videos, reviewing local restaurants. You know how we do. Yeah. Yesterday, I finished off that second burrito that I ordered from Taco Bell, and it was freaking good. Yeah. So, I just uploaded a brand new Taco Bell food review video for you guys to check out. It's in the video library of mine. I did a review of the new Taco Bell's grilled cheese burrito, and it was delicious. Not particularly hungry at the moment. More thirsty, if you catch my drift. Yeah. What? Look at that. What's he got here? He's got some Rolling Rock and some Coca-Cola. Oh, snap. What do you call that? A rolling on Coke? Ha ha. Don't do drugs, kids. No, but today's live stream, we're going to talk about gender relations and how to improve the dating scene. It's going to be one of those videos, and if you don't want to watch, there's the back button. No one's sitting here forcing you to watch. But we are live on the King Cobra JFS channel, baby, and I did have to age restrict it on the count of there was tobacco use and alcohol use in this video. Tobacco and alcohol for persons 21 and up. As tobacco and alcohol can be extremely addicting. No, I'm not trying to glamorize drinking or smoking, but so I'm pretty stoked. I got enough YouTube money coming in here soon. Yeah, buddy. Greatly appreciated. How can you be single with all this advice you give? Thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate that. But Warlord Primo. But I don't know. I'm a YouTube celebrity. That's why. For a lot of women, that's intimidating. They're just like, plus, you look at the way I dress. I dress kind of goth. I dress thuggish, punk, whatever you want to call it. There are some people out there who just don't know how to take me. A lot of people are super offended by me. They're just like, oh my God, it's Cobra. I don't know. I was in a rush to find a girlfriend of my own. But then these last couple of weeks, last couple of years, I've been in more of a rush to improve the dating scene for everyone else. So that when I go to find myself an of-age girlfriend, it becomes easy as piss, dude. I mean, one of my neighbors was hanging out with a chick, and I accidentally walked by her when I was bringing my laundry out. Like, oh, you startled me. Oh, my bad. Give it, just a polite tip of the hat, and oh, yeah, I could tell she liked the smell. Oh, yeah, I'm rocking some Bond Tactical Soap and, of course, some God of War Pheromone Beard Oil. Can you Get drunk? Yeah, I'm sure I could if I wanted to. You deserve a goth queen. Oh, well, thank you for that, Clary. I appreciate the $5. And, you know, I will find myself a sexy goth goddess / queen one of these days. It's bound to happen, you know. As the good saying goes, good things come to those who wait patiently. Of age, as in 20 and up. I could date an 18-year-old, but that's too young for me, even if it is legal. Personally speaking, that's too young for me, man. Prefer a chick in her 20s. As I am 29, going on 30 next year, all these people who've been watching Gothic King Cobra over the years, do you feel old yet? You've been watching me since Gothic King Cobra 52, and now I'm 30 years old almost. How old am I? I am 29. I would go for a chick in her 20s, 21. Yeah, old enough to drink, old enough to sink in the pink. Oh, that's obnoxious. I mean, if I found a chick my own age, that'd be pretty cool too, but not likely. Most chicks by now have either gotten married or been divorced and already had kids, and it's the sad truth. You know how hard it is to find someone who's single, doesn't already have kids, that's almost 30? Oh, now chat's really blowing up. Holy shit, dude. Um, God damn, dude. Chat is blowing up. What is up, peeps? Oh, hold up. Hard to keep up here. Are you looking at me? No, but thank you for your £2 donation. There's a bunch of sick fucks in here saying a bunch of nasty shit, so I want to ban you. Ban you. Oh, boy. There's got to be a way to slow this down a little bit. Let's see. Playback. Participants toggle. Huh. Doesn't appear to be a way to, yeah, for real. F Flogger Matt. That's disgusting. That guy's a sick fuck. Google the Killerberg plan. The Killerberg. Well, thank you for the $2 donation, Natty. I appreciate it. America is going to be majority non-white in a few years. Google Wakanda. Well, thank you for the £5 donation. And honestly, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. Not one stinking bit. But, yeah, I'm going to kind of ignore chat for a minute. We're going to do our thing here. I do appreciate you all tuning in. All right, so we got a much needed bowl of cherry pipe tobacco. I just got the kitchen mopped up. The floor looks 1,000 times cleaner. All right. I used bleach, a little squirt of Dawn dish soap, and a mop to like scrub it a couple times and then dry it. It works. Here we go ahead and give that a poke. Alrighty then. I'm going to all right. So the happiness I sacrifice for my disabled fiance. Yeah, let's just get right into it, man. Tell you what. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Squirmy and Grubs is a YouTube channel featuring an inner-abled couple, and by the names of Shane and Hannah. They're pretty cool people. And they talk about their relationship, or at least some of it, on camera, and it helps other people in many different ways. You know, if you'd like to watch along with me, I want to drop that that link in the chat real quick. Here we look out. Yeah, buddy. Those who want to live, let them fight, and those who do not want to fight in this world of eternal struggle do not deserve to live. Huh. That's how you see it, man. Thank you for the £5. I appreciate that. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce your YouTube username, but all right. So I got ourselves a couple puffs of pipe tobacco, some black cherry Cavendish. Pack, light, tamp, and light. Not trying to glamorize pipe smoking, but I tell you what. Oh. There's a sweetness to it. It perfumes the air with a pleasant scent of just a really nice aromatic pipe tobacco. And of course, I got both windows open. Delicious. I know I gotta do it. Puff on the pipe and then stroke my goatee like, But all seriousness, though, if you want to increase your chances of getting a girlfriend, let me tell you something. Girls like nice smells. So if you're a stinky asshole, girls are not going to want to be around you. Become a gentleman. and start smelling good with Tactical Soap. Coupon code King Cobra will get you 10% off your next order. How much money would you pay to have a soap that every of-age chick you walk by goes, that dude smells good? Yeah, buddy. All right, go ahead and put the tobacco out for a minute. Oh, I do enjoy a good pipe tobacco. That is just delectable. And play the video.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Before we begin, I have something that I would like to share with all of you. Something embarrassing that Shane did.
What did you share?
What you said to me last night.
Oh my God.
In your dream state.
All right, so obviously, and this is where it gets tricky, Shane and Hannah get a lot of crap for their relationship, for being interabled, where one or both partners is physically or mentally disabled. Now, I have cataracts and Asperger's, cataracts in both eyes. Both my eyes are lazy, and I'm farsighted. In fact, the cataract in my right eye is so bad that if I close my eyes right now, I can barely make out Shane and Hannah's outline. I can't see details or anything, but I'm not complaining. Now, some of the comments that Shane and Hannah get range from people talking shit like, oh my God, Hannah's wasting her life, blah, 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 to people giving Hannah all the praise in the world, to people saying all kinds of shit. So we'll get into it. We got half a cup of Coca-Cola, or variant of. I like mixing beer with soda pop. I think it tastes delicious. The sugar and the caffeine makes the beer stronger, and it takes away the bitter taste of the beer. It makes it sweet. Plus, you're getting sugar, caffeine, and alcohol in the same drink. I mean, come on. Yeah. Easy does it. Don't want it to overflow now. So yeah, I posted the link to this video in the chat. If you give Shane and Hannah a subscribe, that'd be awesome. And like, if you see anyone who's disabled and they're making YouTube videos, you know, even if you don't find their videos entertaining, subscribe to them, you know, because using the YouTube system to help these people make money that they need for their medical expenses and what have you, you know, it's just a kind gesture. But personally, I like Shane and Hannah's videos. They're quirky, they're fun, you know. And I would definitely recommend Tactical Soap for Shane. Yeah, buddy. Now just look at the head on that beer / Coca-Cola mix. Like, the foam is literally stacked on top of it. That's a proper made shandy. Look at that. That's pretty, isn't it? A little indent for when I poured the soda pop in the middle. Cheers.
This is actually funny. It's a little bit embarrassing.
All right.
I kind of went off the deep end last night.
I was on my phone getting ready to fall asleep, and Shane fell asleep before me. So when I put my phone down and snuggled into him, I roused him slightly. And this is what he said.
I remember.
So here's what happened. Shane was already asleep. Hannah was getting ready to go to bed and sleep for the night when she puts her phone down and then goes into cuddle up to Shane, and it slightly roused him in his sleep, which I thought was funny as shit. First time I'm watching this, I'm like, aw. Wait till you hear what Shane said. Wait till you hear what Shane said in his sleep about Hannah. It's too precious.
Remember, none of this.
What fall was that? You were doing a literal baby voice.
I was going to say, what is that voice?
You were like, what fall is that? That's exactly what you sounded like.
Why is it so nasally?
I don't know, you were sleeping. I said, huh? He said, what fall? I said, I don't know, Lovey. He said, did you knock on my face? I said, no. He said, is it winter? I said, no, it's summer. He said, it's summer now? I said, yep, I love you. And he said, I love you.
Aww.
At least I said I love you.
I know.
With that line of like logic that I was
You
on,
could have said anything.
I could have just as likely been like, the devil lives inside of you.
Nope. So anyway, that was adorable, and I wrote it down because I knew I would forget it if I didn't.
I'm happy you did.
It was worth it.
I never sleep talk.
Nope. That's why I wrote it down. I was so excited.
Hannah sleep talks all the time, but I have the decency not to share it with you. I keep that between us.
You did. The one time I said I'm looking for the vein.
Well, I put it in my book. So yeah, I guess I did share it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's in the literal print.
We have a fun video for you today.
Yeah, we do.
All about hardship and sacrifice.
Yes.
And the ways that I am
Draining
Hannah's life.
A really common comment that we receive is something along the lines of, Shane is destroying Hannah's life, or Hannah has sacrificed her entire life to be with Shane. All right.
Okay. So Shane and Hannah, just like any other YouTuber, they deal with a lot of hate comments. A lot. I'm like, Shane and Hannah found each other. They make each other happy. They provide for each other what they can. And who are we to judge? They're both of age. They're both old enough to date each other. Who cares? And some of the comments that Shane and Hannah have received in the past, comments like, oh my God, Hannah, you're sacrificing your 20s to be with him. You're such a saint. You know, stuff like that. And then the video here, they talk about how really they haven't sacrificed anything. Hannah got her degree that she wanted. She went to college and got all that taken care of, you know, before she met Shane. So she got her career figured out and everything before she met him. I kind of feel like, you know, people are way too harsh on them because they're jealous of their love. A lot of people would love to have a relationship that connects like Shane and Hannah's does, you know, but finding true love like that is hard. It really is. So you get people like me who support it 100%. I think it's heartwarming in its own special way. And then you get these other assholes who are just talking shit on it. And it's like, not only that, but people have literally walked up to Hannah in public and started flirting with her in front of Shane, not realizing that, dude, her boyfriend's literally sitting right next to her. Like, you have to be a special kind of piece of shit to flirt with a dude's girlfriend right in front of him, especially if he's mentally or physically handicapped. Wow. And let me tell you, if you're going to hit on a dude's woman in front of him, you shouldn't do that for one, but at least make sure he's not disabled in any way, shape, or form, because that just adds a whole new level of low, you know? You know? But you really shouldn't do that anyways, regardless if the person is disabled or not. Hitting on someone's other half while they're in front of their other half, it's kind of rude. Like, it makes you look sleazy and desperate. There's times even I catch myself checking out a chick who's clearly with her boyfriend here in town. I gotta stop myself and be like, okay, obviously this chick here in town's cute, but, you know, have a little bit of respect. But my argument to that is, if you don't want dudes checking out your girlfriend, date someone less attractive. Or better yet, people could just be nice about it. That too. You don't want chicks checking out your man, date someone less attractive. Or better yet, people could just not be dicks. But regardless of the situation, it doesn't matter really, because you could have a relationship of your own, whether it's inner-abled or not. Whether your relationship is inner-abled or not, people are still going to talk shit. All right.
All right, I'm editing this right now, and I just want to read you guys a couple of comments that sort of illustrate what we're talking about. Aussie Terrier says,
okay, so one person comments on Shane and Hannah's relationship. So hard to imagine how hard life must be for Hannah. Having to do everything 24/7 all day. Cannot tell me it's enjoyable on her part. Huge sacrifice on her part. I, as a parent, would find it hard to see my daughter go through life as she does. God bless her and give her more strength. How on earth did this all start? So hard to take in. Cheers, Aussie from Melbourne. The Aussie Terrier, huh? You know, I tend to think if Hannah's been with Shane for 4 years now, and they plan on getting married after the COVID-19 bullshit passes, then obviously she loves him. You know, and in past video responses talking about Shane and Hannah, when I psychologically analyzed their relationship, they're perfect for each other. I can see it. You know, their face lights up when they're around each other. Well, you want less foam when you pour the glass. You want to tilt it a little bit when you pour it, but yeah.
so hard to imagine how hard life must be for Hannah. Having to do everything 24/7 all day. Cannot tell me it's enjoyable on her part. Huge sacrifice on her part. I, as a parent, would find it hard to see my daughter go through life as she does. God bless her and give her more strength. How on earth did this all start? So hard to take in. Cheers, Aussie from Melbourne. DJ M2 says,
DJ M2 writes, someone in YouTube world has to know her from high school and or college. I am sure if it was a fake, someone would have called her out. She seems sincere. Not something I would want for my daughter, but this woman has to be a saint and really in love to sacrifice her 20s to be a caretaker. Yeah, you know, it's these stupid comments that people make. They try to play off like they're a caring person, but really they're just being a douchebag and talking shit. I've gotten comments like that myself all the time, where the commenter tries to seem like, oh, they're a good person, but really they're just talking shit. Pretty much 98% of the motherfuckers talking shit on Shane and Hannah, or any inner-abled couple, they're just jealous because people out there have found something, you know? The fuck are these assholes found? Nothing. They're staring at a computer screen like,
someone in YouTube world has to know her from high school and or college. I am sure if it was fake, someone would have called her out. She seems sincere. Not something I would want for my daughter, but this woman has to be a saint and really in love to sacrifice her 20s to be a caretaker. Trust No One says,
okay, and here's another one. A YouTuber by the name of Trust No One writes, she's sacrificing everything for him, and she doesn't have to, but wants to. She's one of a kind. He's lucky. Most disabled people, whether physical or mentally disabled, don't find love. Hoo-wee! I tell you what, YouTube. I'm watching this video that Shane and Hannah made. I watched it before doing the live stream yesterday, and when I read this comment, it triggered me. More than that stupid ice cream commercial triggered me. You know what I'm talking about, YouTube? On a side note, you see a commercial of some fat chick in her bra and panties fucking dancing around her apartment eating ice cream. And then the messages pop up on the screen. She don't care if she's fat. She don't give a damn about salads. And then she's sitting there stuffing her face with it. I'm like, yeah, because the stereotype for ice cream eaters is it's a lonely fat chick in her apartment. Fuck off, dude. And the best part of it is they're using sex to sell that ice cream. You know, there's some dude out there who's into fat chicks going, and who wants ice cream going, well, damn it, I was watching this ad on YouTube, and now... But if you call them out on their bullshit, you know what they'll say? We're not sexualizing anything. The reason why we used a fat chick in our ice cream commercial and had her dance around in her bra and panties is because we're a woke company. We're supporting body positivity. Cracker, don't play yourself. There are a lot of overweight people who are struggling with their weight. They can't afford liposuction. And on top of that, they want to lose weight, but they can't. So to have this stereotype of, oh, you know, don't even get me started on that crap. You want an ice cream commercial? It's a hot summer's day. And mom and dad and the kids are all having a bowl of ice cream. They sit down outside the backyard, the dogs running around the yard being happy and joyous. You see kids eating the ice cream or drinking root beer floats. Mom and dad having a scoop of their own. Wholesome, good, clean. Gets the point across, right? But of course, if I say that, people are going to be like, oh my God, Cobra, you're just fat shaming. Here's the thing of it. If I watched that ice cream commercial on YouTube of that chick dancing around in her bra and panties, and I said something along the lines of, look at that fat, disgusting slag stuffing her face with ice cream. That's one thing. That's totally fat shaming, but I didn't say that. Fuck off. Even though I just did. Fuck off, okay? I saw the ad, and then I skipped it. The second time the ad played, I was like, okay, what's this really about? It's this ice cream commercial, and this chick is literally dancing around her apartment in her bra and panties. This little old lady stares at her from the apartment across the way going, oh my. And like she's shocked and mortified. And I'm like, this commercial is fat shaming to people. That's what I think. Because, oh, you love ice cream, you must be a fatty. That's what that commercial was telling me. And I'm serious, YouTube. There are people out there who struggle with their weight. People out there who are like, man, I wouldn't mind being able to lose a couple pounds if I could, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, well, think about it. What if they made a commercial for alcohol and it featured an Irish man drinking? Yeah, all of you would be like, that's racist. That's racist. Right. But a fat, naked chick, okay, she's not naked, she had her underwear on. Okay, a fat chick in her underwear eating ice cream. No one says shit. Right? Or you see a KFC commercial. You see a black family and a white family. Both families and then an Asian family. 3 different families all eating KFC for dinner. And people are so quick to say, oh, because you involved the black family in that commercial, that's racist. I'm like, really? Fried chicken is a universally loved thing. Fried chicken is universally loved amongst all races. Get the fuck out of here. No, it seems like anymore that people are looking for an excuse to be offended. So I'm like, okay, I'll be offended. I'm offended by that ice cream commercial, and I'm offended by Shane and Hannah's haters. Oh, really? It's no fucking different when a guy's sitting there watching TV and some scantily clad bikini chick comes walking on the camera. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Curves swing left and right. Just this bikini model, smoking hot, perfect 10. And she comes up to the camera with a beer in her hand, with a goddamn beer in her hand, like, hey, stud, want to grab some suds? Cracks the can open, starts dumping it all over her titties, the fucking beer splashing all over her titties, and she's sitting there shaking her head, you know. And then the guy's just sitting there drooling, like, and the poor bastard, now he's sitting there going, great, now I'm horny and I want a beer. Or better yet, when you see a fucking burger commercial featuring Kate Upton. Ugh, dude. You know the Carl's Jr. Hardee's commercial I'm talking about? You're just like, God damn, dude. Thick, juicy, all-American beef. And you're just like... Then you're sitting there going, great, now I want a bacon cheeseburger and I'm horny. Fucking bullshit. So yeah, if you call that ice cream commercial out on using the female form to sell a product, they'll look at you and say, no, actually, we're trying to be more woke and body positive. And to be fair, if they would have featured a skinny chick eating ice cream, they still would have gotten complaints from someone else like, oh my God, that's not a fair representation of all body types. Okay, so if she's fat and eating ice cream, it's a stereotype. If she's skinny and eating ice cream, it's not a fair representation. It's like you can't even win anymore. Says the guy bitching about the commercial. I really got off track with this one. Hold up. No, it's ridiculous, YouTube. Oh wait, I grabbed the wrong one. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that ice cream commercial, but when I saw it on YouTube, to quote Hannah from Squirmy and Grubs, I was just like, nope. Nope. Now, regardless of your dating standards, I felt like they were trying way too hard to appear woke, and regrettably, food's delicious, but, you know, now companies are going to have to start worrying about, okay, well, our commercials we make trigger anyone. And I know I sound like a typical millennial / SJW when I rant about this crap, but I saw an ad for Dr. Sasquatch's soap company soap. That's the competitor. And the commercial was just so cringe. You have this chick on there talking about her monthly visitor, like, oh, that's cute, right? And then the man leaves the commercial, and then she says, okay, ladies, now that your man's out of the room, let's talk about his scent. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? You're trying to be cute, but it's not funny. The stereotype that, oh, if you're watching TV or YouTube with your girlfriend and an ad for maxi pads comes on, your man's leaving the room. That fucking, oh my God, dude, don't even, super cringe. Not only that, but the Sasquatch soap is way more expensive than the tactical soap, just so you know. Listen, the soap I shower with is the shit. Ooh-wee. Well, hello, Mr. Crow. I get crows and ravens that fly by my window all the time. In fact, this morning I had a wild crow here in town, literally landed on a tree by my apartment and started cawing as loud as they could. I'm like, who needs a rooster when you got a crow? But cheers, YouTube. I'll have enough YouTube money next week to hopefully get an iPhone 7. It's the cheapest one they have. I don't care if it's the cheapest or the oldest one they have available in production. Do not care. I do not see the need to spend $1,000 on a cell phone. That's just beyond stupid. I'm over here like, what's the point of that? Just so you can say how bougie you are? Like, oh, look at me. I was doing a bit of a video response to Shane and Hannah's video, and I got off track. But all right, back to it. No, this comment, back to the video response. Trust no one. She's sacrificing everything for him, and she doesn't have to, but wants to. She's one of a kind. He's lucky. Most disabled people, whether they're physical or mental, don't find love. Yeah, that stereotype that if you're physically or mentally disabled, you can't find love of some way, shape, or sort. That's a negative stereotype, my dude. Despite having Asperger's, I have had sex with at least 9 chicks. Well, 8 chicks. The 9th one I got with, you know, my last of-age girlfriend broke up with me, and then two weeks later after she broke up with me, my buddy Alex Anderson came over with a chick and some vodka, and he was like, "Hey man, can we chill for a second?" Rest in peace, Alex Anderson. I said, "Yeah, man, sure thing." And I ended up getting my having some fun with that chick. Let's just leave it at that. Alex Anderson became like a wingman for me in a sense, right? And that was before, that was way, actually, that might have been, that was, never mind. I was going to say that might have been before I started wearing the soap, but now that I think of it, First time I wore tactical soap, I went to the Ozzy Osbourne concert in Denver, Colorado at the Denver Pepsi Center. And every chick I walked by was just like, "Oh my God, that goth dude smells good." I seen a cute chick with black hair and green eyes, and I was just like, "Oh, that's my type." And she was, of course, was with someone, and I was like, "Oh, typical." But what do you do? I don't care what color her skin is necessarily, as long as she's of age, she's clean, and we have a good chemistry connection, and she's hot. And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, what's up?" But I tell you what, pale skinned goth chicks, man. Oof, god damn it. Pale skinned, raven haired chicks are a bit of a fetish, I'm not gonna lie. More than a fetish, really, it's an attraction. Like, goddamn. To be fair, I've seen some sexy black girls that pulled the goth look very nicely. Yeah, buddy. But I'm not really worried about dating right now, to be brutally honest. You know, I want to find a goth chick of my own someday. It'll happen. It's gonna. Where love will find a way, just give it time. Round and round. That one song by Rats, Round and Round. Anyone? Most people, really, that comment, most disabled people, whether physical or mental, don't find love. The fact that someone made that comment on one of Shane and Hannah's videos, I was like, "Oh, really?" Because let me tell you something. Despite having Asperger's, I could pull some strings, man. I had this cute of-age chick drinking with me in my apartment. Keep in mind my electric guitars were broken, but I pulled out my acoustic guitar, started playing for her. That's all it took, man. A little bit of vodka and some acoustic guitar playing. Yeah, buddy. Well, she was a fun chick to hang out with, she was. The chick I'm thinking of, but I said the L word too soon and it scared her off. But I guess whatever I did for her boosted her confidence and she found herself a decent guy. So I'm like, hey, there you go. I tell you what, dude. Between watching SS Sniper Wolf's video on that creep Skippy and watching the videos that Shane and Hannah make, I'm a lot more patient about the dating scene than I ever was, dude. Holy crap. SS Sniper Wolf looks so uncomfortable making that video, like, oh, this guy. Ugh.
sacrificing everything for him. And she doesn't have to, but she wants to. She's one of a kind. His lucky. Most disabled people, whether physical or mental, don't find love. The 600 applicants that applied to be in our interable.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Shane and Hannah are co-writing a book together. It's a book called I'm not sure what the book's going to be called, but the book is about interabled love stories and just couples who are in interabled relationships sharing their stories. And Hannah's response to Trust No One basically says, the 600 applicants that applied to be in our interabled love stories book are going to find that sentence to be pretty incorrect and offensive. I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you're a dude who's disabled, you could use that to your advantage, my dude. Like, you get chicks feeling sorry for you? Okay, is that too far? God damn it, Cobra, be nice. No, hear me out. Okay, like at first they go, oh, and then they get to know you a little bit, and then they're like, hey, wait a minute, you know. At first they come up to you because they feel sorry for you, but then they get to know you, and then it's like, hey, you know, I like this person, and then you have a connection based off of that. Sometimes that's how it happens. I'm not going to lie. I was hanging out at a friend's house a couple weeks back, and when I told that person at my friend's house that I have Asperger's, she just did this. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, you poor thing. And I'm like, don't feel sorry for me, lady. I appreciate the sympathy, but don't feel sorry for me. You know, don't. Granted, yes, my trolls are assholes, but I'm not the only YouTuber who puts up with it, obviously. And there are people out there who are struggling a lot worse than I am. All things considered, I'm doing pretty good for myself right now. Here we. Wonder if my towels are done washing. And right after I used a mop, a little bit of Dawn dish soap and some hot water and some bleach to mop my kitchen floor. And then I got all the water squeegeed up as best as I could. And then I dried it with a towel and then took the towel and washed it because believe me, it needed to be washed. Just, yeah. Excuse me. All right. One second. I'm going to check real quick. We'll check the lingerie. Laundry. All right, so we got the towels in the dryer. Good. All right, back to the video.
Well, Love Stories book are going to find that sentence to be pretty incorrect and offensive.
We got it a lot on the last physical therapy video that we put up. Tons of people saw Hannah doing my therapy and commented and was like, wow, she is sacrificing everything.
Yeah.
To be.
Oh, wait, YouTube, hold up.
Gosh, buddy,
What's up?
how you been?
Good, dude, doing a live video. How you doing?
Fantabulistic. No, you won't have an live video.
Oh, you can hang out for a minute if you want.
Got somebody in there.
Yeah, I'll let you in.
All right.
It's Frosted Jeremy. Excuse me. I'll be done with this live video here in a second, man. It'll take a few minutes longer.
All right then.
Come here and have a seat. Relax.
All right.
And check out my new staff that I made.
Ah, dude, that's bad. That's beast.
Yes. Russian olive wood, baby. Sturdy as fuck, dude. So, Jeremy, as you have epilepsy, you and April are technically in a interabled relationship. Yes, and that's what we're talking about on the YouTubes. Want a beer?
I don't see why not.
All right. How you been, Jeremy?
Pretty good.
That's good. There you go.
Get out of here.
Rolling Rock.
Oh,
It's good.
extra pale. Clue what that fucking means.
Be with him.
Yeah.
And some people use it to praise her, like, wow, that's so selfless of you.
Yeah.
And other people are like, this is
Okay, just so you know, Jeremy, this is Shane. This is Hannah. She is this caregiver slash fiance, soon to be wife. This dude was born with a disability that basically makes him wheelchair bound, and she's there to help him, comfort him, etc.
All right.
sad.
Yeah.
Like, she's giving up everything.
Like, Shane here's a badass.
My mom received a message on Instagram telling her that she's a terrible mother because she.
Holy crap, YouTube. Hannah's mom received messages on Instagram telling her what a horrible mother she is because she lets Hannah date Shane. Seriously? These two have been together for 4 years. Not only have they been together for 4 years, but they're getting married as soon as the COVID passes.
Me and April have been together for 5 years.
Exactly.
And she's been taking, we're married, and she's been taking wonderful care of me.
Hell yeah, man.
hasn't intervened in me sacrificing my.
So you hear that? Trust no one on YouTube. Look at that. My buddy Jeremy Rogers has epilepsy and he found himself a woman to take care of him.
Life for Shane. And that person was genuinely yelling at my mom. It started with shame, shame, shame.
So this is a prominent type of misinformation, type of ignorance about our relationship and all interabled relationships.
Yeah, the biggest thing about interabled relationships is people will think a bunch of stupid shit like, oh my God, they're sacrificing blah, 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 blah. It's like, do you even know their story? You're just basing it off of the disabilities they have, you know?
So what we thought we would do is really dig in to this idea and kind of do a scientific study on this.
Nope, not a scientific study at all.
Whether or not it is true that Hannah is sacrificing her life, her aspirations, her goals to be with me.
Yep.
So
I shouldn't have to do a scientific study.
No, they shouldn't. But people are jerks on the YouTube, so yeah.
Hannah, I want you to think back to before you knew me, before I came in like a wrecking ball as my.
I knew plenty of people down in Louisiana that were bound to wheelchairs that had women that looked beautiful just like her, taking wonderful care of them.
Exactly. A lot of people are jealous that Shane has a hot girlfriend and that she takes care of him on top of it.
He actually reminds me of a friend that I had back in Louisiana by the name of Aaron.
Hell yeah. Not only that, but they're also incredibly jealous of Shane and Hannah's relationship.
I mean, that woman's freaking gorgeous.
That's just the elephant in the room, yeah. That man want to stare at her while I'm watching the video unless she starts talking, and then it's like, okay, redirect, but there's little social cues and that sort of thing.
And just pummeled. I thought there was an L in there. Pummeled your life. You're a freshman in college.
Yeah.
We haven't met yet.
Not.
So basically, like, yeah, like I said, YouTube, before people even know, like, there have been men who come up to Hannah and flirt with her while she's out and about with Shane. They've talked about that on camera before. And it's like, one, even if she wasn't with Shane, right now she's trying to work and keep things secure and safe. That is like the worst time to flirt with someone, when they're trying to work. Like, get out of here.
Little baby,
19.
little innocent, pure.
Okay, going too far.
Adorable.
It was 4 years ago.
Baby Hannah. What, at that point in your life, would you say were your biggest hopes for how your life would turn out? You just start naming them.
Okay, this is kind of hard to, like, think back on my life streams.
Isn't it a fun game now?
It is fun.
But you can say what your dream was.
Yeah.
Then we'll see if
It happened.
had the sacrifice.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
All right.
19.
I hope this doesn't backfire.
I know. I had just taken a gap year. I traveled with my mom to Poland and some other countries, and then I worked at Kohl's. Okay, so that I'm just bringing my brain back to where I was.
Okay. I was like, what? Like.
And then I entered college.
Okay.
I'm just trying to, it's been a while. Trying to remember what I was thinking about.
Right.
I think the first and foremost thing, especially right after my gap year, was that I wanted to continue traveling. I loved traveling, especially with my mom. We had gone on lots of trips since I was 15. So I think that was the main thing, is that I wanted to keep traveling and visiting places. And yeah.
So,
what's your verdict, Shane?
the verdict. No, I'm asking you.
Oh.
What is your verdict?
Oh.
Have you sacrificed travel?
I think everyone in unison can say no.
No.
No. The answer is no.
No. You've seen our videos.
I've traveled more in the last 2 years than in my entire life.
Oh, same here.
Yeah.
And we've gone.
Honestly, yeah, exactly. People are accusing Shane and Hannah, like basically saying how Hannah sacrificed so much to be with Shane, how blah 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 blah, taking care of Shane has become a burden, blah 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 blah. I'm like, shut the fuck up, okay? Just shut the fuck up. Because of Shane and Hannah's work, they've traveled more in their lifetime than they ever have. And that's the way for them as a couple to grow closer together, is to go on vacations together.
Oh, shit.
On the year for that, we feel incredibly grateful that our work has allowed us to travel as much as we have.
Yep, and bring my mom along and like carry on those traditions.
Yeah.
So fun.
Whenever we fly, Liz comes along with us to help out on the airplane.
Yep.
And like when we're just going on a random trip here and there, we'll be like, Liz, want to tag along?
A lot of people will bring up that my mom comes as like your relationship is fake, or you wouldn't bring your mom, or that like I can't handle Shane on my own. And like if you were able-bodied and were against my mom coming on trips, we wouldn't be together. That was a deal breaker.
It's not to say that Liz is on every trip with us by any means, but we get along.
She doesn't want that.
She's like, no, you guys do your own thing sometimes. We get along really well, and
well, there you go, and that's pretty fortunate that Shane gets along with Hannah's mom. A lot of people don't get along with their mother-in-laws. Unfortunately, you too. That's just a stereotype of married couples, is the husbands never get along with their mother-in-law. Like, Jeremy's like, I'm not saying a fucking word. Oh, wait.
I want to beat the fuck out of mine, but I bounce off like Majin Buu.
That's because of the nasty track history that you've had with your family-in-law, but regardless.
Give him my pussy and plead for have more of it.
And her mom had been best friends for their entire life.
Yeah.
And so it's cool that we're able to do that. So, dream number 1, not sacrifice.
Not sacrifice.
All right, what else you got?
Ooh. Number 2.
Someone that can walk as your partner. Sacrifice.
Nope. I was going to say, get my degree. I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a big...
Real quickly, right there in the background, you see right there the Harry Potter books all in the background. You're like, yep.
Part of my future goals was to graduate.
Yeah.
I think also I wanted to go to law school after. Turns out law school sounds horrible. I've since Googled what is law school like, and I know some people in law school, and I'm utterly uninterested. So I canceled that idea like a year and a half ago, maybe, after I realized what it was like. I think I still want to go to graduate school for a PhD in sociology.
Hold on. Verdict. Your degree. Sacrifice or not sacrifice?
Not sacrifice. I did graduate.
Yeah.
Yep.
With my help. I took all of her tests for her.
Absolutely not true.
You heard it here first.
That's not even worthy of a nope. Like that. No, that did not happen.
All right. What else? We're 2 for 2 here. If you're keeping track at home, that is not 2 life aspirations that I and all of my disabled wonder have not caused Hannah to have to sacrifice.
I think you'll like number 3.
Boom,
I just thought of it.
What is it?
Marriage.
Marriage.
You know, not even specifically marriage, because I was never I wasn't the type of person to plan my wedding or like fantasize about getting married, but like to just find a partner that I want to spend my life with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The verdict is?
Apparently it's not sacrificed. You're sitting right here.
You're stuck with me.
Yep.
And we're getting married.
Yeah.
As you know already, it's delayed because of COVID.
Yep.
But we are getting married.
And you fulfill all of the aspirations I had for my partner.
Aww.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? Hannah's like telling Shane how he provides all the aspirations she wants for her romantic partner. Like, they're sitting there giving each other compliments. You can tell right now that she genuinely cares about him. Dude, you can just tell that Hannah rocks his world. You can tell, dude. Yeah. You can just tell, dude. It makes her feel useful, and She just rocks his world. You can tell the dynamic, dude.
I know. Well, otherwise I wouldn't have married you. It's not a surprise.
I guess I can assume that.
Yeah.
Well, what are those? What?
Funny.
Just talk about who I am, and then list. No, but really, what did you?
I'm trying to think of like what I would have written in my diary.
Yeah,
you know?
What was your
funny? Funny was the main one. Funny.
Sacrifice.
You're funny, Shane. Not everyone thinks that. I can find a lot of comments that say Shane isn't funny at all.
Shane's so annoying.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing of it. If you think Shane and Hannah are annoying and boring, why are you watching their videos?
I am.
Funny in my sense of humor, adventurous, likes traveling, someone who is kind, supportive, someone that I can be emotionally and physically intimate with and like comfortable with.
I'm loving this. Just keep.
I think I'm done now. That's really the end of the list.
And I'm satisfied each and every one of those.
I can't think of one more thing, so let's move on to number 4.
So not sacrifice, 3 for 3.
Number 4.
No.
No, I don't.
Number 4.
Oh, you saw the ad. You saw the ad. Let's not get political with it.
No, I do not approve of Trump.
Number 4.
Have kids.
Have kids.
Yeah.
We have an announcement.
No. Oh my God. No. But
Have I mentioned that you are absolutely below it?
We do
right
want to
now.
have kids. So not sacrificed.
And we can and will probably have children. And we've made videos about kind of the more medical side. Like many people are like, well, what's the end? Can he reproduce? And I can.
Yeah. Our kids will not have SMA. I feel like we're.
Yes. That calls for another beer, YouTube. Hold up. Oh, wait.
I think after this one, I'm going to have a soda.
So as it turns out, YouTube, Shane and Hannah are perfectly capable of having kids together. And not only that, but Shane's SMA will not, I repeat, will not get passed down to the kids if they decide to have a kid together, which is awesome. I'm glad. Cheers to that. Yeah, fucking Sean.
I swear he's staring at me. I'm just waiting for him to say something one of these days.
My dummy Sean, yeah, he's a little shithead.
I'm just waiting for him to bust out and say something with that voice with the dummy from Goosebumps. Fucking Jack Black's dummy.
Oh, that's funny.
We're going to get annoying comments asking that. That's in a previous video, but I got genetic testing done, so we know that. But I want to adopt kids. I've always said that.
Yeah.
So even if you could, like, biologically have
Right.
kids, that wasn't really
that
wasn't in my fantasy, is what I'm saying.
That they had to be.
That they have to be biological.
biological,
Yeah, exactly. But you want to have kids. That's what's important to me.
Yeah, we're definitely open to both, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, number 5, right?
You have another?
Yes, Jane, I have another.
You have more than 4 dreams for your life?
Okay, well, this one is a job that I like and that is making a difference in the world. I think that was my main,
That's awesome.
like something important, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't want to just have like a,
Yeah,
I don't know, a job that I didn't think was helpful.
yeah, a 9 to 5 that you can't
Hated.
stand. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, something that I enjoy doing. Oh, and going along with that, I have always wanted to write a book. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like no one would really know that about me, but if you read my childhood diary and all the stories I wrote, like my parents know that about me. I was obsessed with the idea of writing a book. So that goes along with job because that's what we're doing right now. And
Yeah.
so there you go. Not just not sacrificed, like fulfilled.
The opposite.
So right now our job encompasses writing that book,
Yes.
which is, whew,
It's a big project.
Big project.
Turned out to be a doozy.
That's a big one.
If you don't know, we're interviewing other couples where one or both of them have disabilities, and
Yep, that's the book I talked about earlier. Shane and Hannah are writing a book on interabled relationships where one or both parties of the couples are disabled.
Profiling them. It'll be out in like a year or a bit more.
It turns out being an author is a lot more difficult than my diary thought it was going to be. The way I talked about it when I was younger is not quite panning out, but it's so fun. We've been having a really wonderful time doing it.
And it's hopefully gonna, you said a meaningful job.
Yep.
It's hopefully gonna make an important impact on how people look at disability. So, and to do that right out of college is so, I'm proud of you, and I'm involved,
That's so nice. The rest of our job is our YouTube channel. Making videos takes a lot of time, and then speaking engagements.
Advocacy, just, making a difference in how people look at disability. You are doing it like a champion.
This is a wonderful video for me. You're just tossing compliments my way.
Well, I'm just trying to show people that, you haven't stopped.
See, look at that. They're giving each other compliments. They're boosting each other up. That's awesome, dude.
Her face. Like real life desires.
Yep.
In fact, you're like really doing them well.
Exactly.
So,
really lucky.
Like you really are getting married, and that's like you nailed that one.
So lucky.
You really nailed it.
So lucky.
And the verdict is
not sacrifice.
5 for 5. Do you have more other aspirations that you used to have?
This is like a smaller one. What is this, number 6? I wanted a dog. Pets. A lot of pets. Right now we have a rat.
Wait. The verdict is
not sacrifice.
Not sacrifice.
We have a dog.
Yet again.
I know. I really wanted a dog. I mean, that's like a silly one, but if my significant other did not want a dog,
that would have been a deal breaker. I didn't know it was the first thing you said to me. You were like, "Hi, I love animals."
I agree with you on that, Hannah. Dogs kick ass. Cheers.
I'm not allowed to have one unless it's trained.
Right. Hell yeah. Yeah, my fans sent me those weights, and they fucking kick ass. Like 2.5 and 2 some others. I don't know exactly. I just know it's heavy enough for some resistance.
My first email.
You need to be prepared, Shane, that our house will be a zoo.
That was one of them.
Fulfilled. Not sacrificed.
Yep. Number
7. Okay.
I wanted to be able to own a house sometime in my life.
Verdict. Sacrificed or not?
Not sacrificed. We got our first house in November. This one. That was a weird way of saying that. We got this house in November.
Not 100 years back to the work. Our work has been going really well. We've been successful.
I did sacrifice something. I just thought of it.
Oh no, what did you sacrifice?
In my dream, I have a pool or like a water park in the backyard.
That has nothing to do with my disability. You cannot blame me.
I guess I didn't really sacrifice that.
No, you just don't have one. You just don't have one yet. We're not getting a water park in our backyard.
No, water park. Maybe like some in-ground trampolines. What number is this? 8?
8.
Time for hobbies and like a social life, downtime, not working.
Exactly. Which brings me to my next point, YouTube. If you are a couple, it's not about sacrifice. It's about commitment and fulfillment. You start talking about sacrifices, it makes it sound worse than it already is. It's about commitment to your relationship and fulfillment. And having a social life, which means that if your man has a couple friends he can hang out with, or your woman has a couple friends she can hang out with, there you go.
All the time.
You wanted to have fun.
Yeah, I wanted to have fun. That is a fantastic way of saying that. I wanted to have a nice, fun time.
A nice, fun time.
Yep.
Verdict.
Not sacrificed.
Not sacrificed.
I have lots of time for fun.
Yes.
I do lots of fun things.
We do lots of fun things together.
Yeah.
You have lots of friends.
Yeah.
That you do things with.
Well, not recently.
Well,
since coronavirus.
True.
It's really just us two, but friends that I communicate with via like the phone. Yeah.
That's true. Sorry to remind you of that.
Yeah, I like sitting outside in the morning with my tea. I find that very peaceful. I like gardening.
Walking the dog.
Going on walks with Chloe.
Playing video games.
I like
Watching TV.
to color.
Yep.
On my coloring books, adult coloring books. They're fantastic.
She had to slip the word adult in there. Just see.
They're already showing back to school ads. Oh, I feel sorry for the motherfuckers who are still in school, man. Oh, wait, I'm glad I graduated high school. I'll tell you what.
I feel so bad for myself.
But generally, like, being with me doesn't prohibit you from doing any of those
Yes,
things.
exactly. Not sacrificed. And I have one final sacrifice.
This is the final one.
Being close to my family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Verdict. Not sacrifice.
Not sacrificed. Yeah.
That was a big one for us.
Yeah.
From the beginning, we talked about how we love our families and they're important.
Yep.
Obviously, it's a lot harder being far from mine, but
yeah,
I love Hannah's family. We see them all the time.
Yeah, and we don't know where we'll always live, but for right now, yeah, it's been harder not being able to visit them in Pennsylvania because before this, we've been there every couple of months, which is nice.
I try to encourage them to move here all the time.
I know, that'd be so nice.
But yeah, family is a really big part of our life.
Yeah.
Almost every weekend prior to all this stuff, our typical activity was to go hang out with her parents or her nieces.
So yeah, if you look at that list of aspirations that I had when I was younger, I think it's pretty clear that I did not sacrifice my entire life to be with Shane. In fact, I'm extremely lucky that all of those have come true besides the water park.
Thriving.
Yeah.
Now, I know that even though we've just laid out for you, like, definitive, objective proof that Hannah's not sacrificing her life to be with me, there will still be comments that are like, no, she has to take care of you. That's a burden.
Yeah.
She is sacrificing.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I think still, even though we've said all those things, people are going to imagine that somehow my day-to-day life is still
hard
or like completely filled up with like taking care of you, which doesn't even really like how
do you do all that other stuff and have a daily existence?
Yeah, that is like nothing but
torturous. Yeah.
So it's just not true. But I think it's important for people to remember that every single relationship involves compromise. So sometimes Shane will want to get up early in the morning. In fact, all times I think Shane wants to get up early in the morning. Right. And all times I want to sleep in.
Yeah.
Now that's not reasonable of me because we need to do things. On the weekend, let's say Shane just wants to get up at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I want to get up at 10 a.m.
Which is every weekend.
We will compromise and get up at 9.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that is due to Shane's disability because he can't get himself out of bed. But it's a compromise that we make. And neither of us is getting exactly what we want. Yep. But it's a perfectly reasonable compromise. And that does not make my daily life
a sacrifice.
Miserable.
Yeah.
There's a couple C's to a healthy relationship: compromise, compassion. Compromise and compassion, and cash.
I was gonna say condoms.
That's horrible. God damn it. Of course, my friends are smart asses like me. That's wow, dude.
You know this. I like beer. I love.
Shane likes beer. Oi! Cheers, Shane. Salacha, salute.
So cheers. So he thought the third C was Corona.
I think Corona beer. God damn it, dude.
Sampling new beers. I love hanging out at breweries. It's something I enjoy. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Shane, get it. I'd hang out at breweries too if Wyoming actually had some. I mean, we did have the Wonder Bar, but that's now the Wyoming Chop House. And I heard they make a damn good steak. Maybe when I get enough money to eat there sometime and I got my cell phone, I might start doing more restaurant reviews when I get my cell phone. Helps promote local business and gives my fans something to look at. You know, like, hey, check this out. Cobra's doing, you know.
Hannah despises beer. Hates alcohol of any kind, really.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah. Party pooper. I'm just kidding.
I'm not its biggest fan, but I'll put up with it.
This guy. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people who don't like alcohol is because they don't like the taste of it. So you give them something that they actually might like. I don't know. What would I recommend for Hannah then? Tequila Rose. It don't taste like alcohol. It tastes like strawberry milk. It's delicious. Excuse me. Or like freaking rum chata or Midori, you know. It doesn't taste like alcohol, but it'll give you that feeling without tasting like it, you know. But hey, you know what, Hannah? Cheers to you too. You're a saint. And, you know, to each his or her own, YouTube. You know, you don't like alcohol? You don't have to drink it, dude. Don't feel pressured just because you see King Cobra JFS and friends drinking.
Hello. Tequila you can handle. Doesn't like breweries.
Tequila she can handle. Aha! Tequila Rose. It's pink, it's girly, it tastes delicious.
Doesn't like beer.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if I look back at 10 years ago, although I shouldn't have been drinking them, I probably imagined that my future partner would have that same affinity for beer and breweries as I did. She doesn't, and that's fine. We go there every once in a while, but I like to hang out at breweries more. Yeah, maybe, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, this is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I'll order some beers here, and you know, we'll do a board game or watch our favorite show or whatever. It's not like a huge detriment in our life.
Exactly. So we hope that we have laid this all out for you clearly and that you can get an idea of how not sacrifice laden my life is.
Not sacrifice laden.
I don't know. Like that was really convoluted. How much I have not sacrificed to be with Shane. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah. My disability is obviously part of my life, but it's not stopping us or Hannah specifically from achieving what she wants, from being happy, from having a good life. So I think we can now definitively put that idea to rest.
No, I'm almost entirely positive
Stop commenting
that this is not going to put that idea to rest. But we gave it a good effort.
We hope that everyone who...
Honestly, Shane and Hannah, I feel bad in the sense that it doesn't matter what you say. You know, people are always going to talk shit. You two could be the happiest couple on the planet. You two could be perfect for each other. There's always that one little twat waffle that wants to talk shit.
Cunt nuggets.
Yeah, but not to be grotesque or explicit, but yeah, people who talk shit on Shane and Hannah's relationship are cunt nuggets. I'm like, you know, despite the odds, they have each other, and that's pretty sweet, and you're jealous of their relationship. That's why you talk the shit.
Has been commenting that and thinking that will realize that they are
People
wrong.
are pissed off because she's
Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the half of it. I mean, yeah.
And shut up. Just shut up. You're wrong.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Exactly. People are being jealous assholes on YouTube. Despite Shane's medical condition, he's doing very good for himself. You know what I'm saying? He's got a hot girlfriend who takes care of him. On top of it, they're just good for each other. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to come on to anyone. It's just telling it like it is. You know, so I'm very happy for Shane and Hannah. And I hope they continue to do good on YouTube.
And I ain't trying to come on to her either because I got a wife.
Yeah, exactly. Jeremy's got a wife. He's just being honest. You know, yeah, you know. But, anyways, tubes, I'll catch you cool cobras later. Gonna wrap this shindig up. Catch you cool cobras on the next one. Thank you for subscribing and donating your time and money. Greatly appreciate it. And keep fighting the good fight. Power to the people.